Hello everyone, welcome back to the video, and finally I figured out how to record this goddamn game. I love it, but I hate it at the same time because it's pissing me off and I wasn't able to record this fucking game for the longest time. And as you can see, last time we played this was February 18th. And guess what day it is today? Alright, it is November later that year, so it's been months since I played this game. Last school year. Holy shit. Alright. Well, I'm excited because I like this game and I've always wanted to play it again. And I keep listening to the hosts and they're fucking sad and depressing. And I'm following the subreddit and I don't spoil myself. But, yeah. I don't know. I just want to play this for the longest time. So I remember this, but like vaguely. Anyway, let's just start it. I don't think I like riding on buses. Actually, I think I'm pretty comfortable saying that as a fact. They sway a lot and they smell funny, and you bump you feel every bump in the road. I'm not really looking forward to this. Plus, legs keep making a clanking noise that draws attention of everyone else on the bus. She's in shorts again, and she's got long socks drawn up to her prosthetic so they don't look so obviously false again. But that doesn't stop the odd look of two every time her leg bumps together with an audible clunk. I shift nervously in my seat and Emmy raises an eyebrow questioningly. She just doesn't seem to mind the stares. Either that, or she doesn't even notice that people are staring. I'm sure she's gotten her fill of odd looks before. After a certain amount of time, I doubt she'd notice anymore. Not that she'd ever tell me if I asked. Although the fact is, I'm just uncomfortable about the bus. I can't seem to come to terms with the fact that Emmy appears to try to bring me closer while at the same time pushing me away. Meeting the parents is a big deal, right? Not that I have already met Emmy's mother, but that was just an acquaintance. If I was going to be Emmy's boyfriend, what I think that implies, I can feel my heart pounding in my chest, an echo of the snow-covered afternoon that feels like it was a long time ago that might as well be another life entirely. Except then I don't know what's going on. I also don't have any medical help to prevent things spiraling out of control. I've come a long way in terms of physical health. For the second time today, I feel like I'll be able to live normally now, or at least normally as possible. Now, if I could only manage my relationship as well as manage my heart, I'd be in great shape. So we're going to meet her parents. I barely remember that. I don't remember. Yeah, well, this will be fun while we're here. Abby grabs my hand as soon as we step off the bus. She starts heading down the street almost immediately. Come on, we got a couple blocks till my place. What? Oh, okay. I followed down the street, watching her confident stride. She's setting kind of a quick pace for just a walk. I guess she's anxious to get there. So does your mom do this sort of thing often? Nah, not too frequently. Mom never been much of playing for hostess. Oh, yeah? Yeah, my dad has always been one pushing her to have people over. This sudden and unprompted reference to her father catches me off guard. From the look on Emmy's face, I'm not sure she meant to mention him. I think I've only ever heard her talk about him once. I remember Emmy's mom told me that he wasn't around anymore. Oh, your mom prefers solitude? Emmy laughs, either from the belief I didn't ask her about her father or finding my statement actually funny. Not at all. She's why I'm such an outgoing person, you know. She prefers to be a guest rather than a host. It's less stressful that way, or she says. Clearly she's never had her girlfriend's mother for dinner. Abby giggles again and speaks in a teasing tone. Nervous, he saw? You shouldn't be, you know, it's not that big a deal, just dinner at my house, that's all. Yeah, but have you ever brought a boyfriend home before? I confess that part of me dreads hearing the answer to this. I know very little about Emmy's past relationship. I don't even know if there were past relationships. No, I guess I haven't. Maybe it's really kind of a big deal after all. Oh, good. Now I feel twice as nervous. Though to tell the truth, I'm pretty happy to hear I'm the first one. Maybe we've got something special after all. Bolstered. Yes, that's a word. By the new thought, I managed to calm down considerably by the time Emmy knocks on the front door. Hey, Mom, open up, we're here. Yep, I remember her. The door swings open. Miss Ibarazaki stands grinning at her daughter. The grin is still surprisingly similar to Emmy's. I'm never going to get used to it. You know, people normally wait for a few minutes before they start shouting at the door, and most mothers say hello to their daughters instead of scolding them right away. Of course, welcome, dear. I've missed you. Nice little banter. An affectionate hug, we're inside. After an affectionate hug, we're inside. And it's only that Emmy's mom seems to remember that I'm actually here. Oh, hello to you too, Iso. How are you? I'm quite well, thank you. Nice to not have school to worry about for a little bit. Ah, yes, you finished up your exam, haven't you? That must be quite a relief for the both of you. I'm certainly way off of my mind, that's for sure. Mine too. I think I slept for the first time in weeks last night for relief alone. That's just a surprise to Emmy's mother. She doesn't show it. Still, her response briefly a note of interest. Is that so? I'm very glad to hear that, Emmy. You know, I get worried when you get all wound up about, well, exams. Surely Emmy's mother knows something I don't, or rather she doesn't know that Emmy told me about the nightmares. It's interesting being able to observe how Mr. Ibarazaki covers for Emmy. That protective instinct to make sure I don't know any more than Emmy's willing to tell me. I wonder if Mr. Ibarazaki will figure out that I know about the nightmares, or she's just keeping everything secret from everybody. Oh yeah, it's not been as bad this year as the past. He's so helped me stay focused. Okay, I know that's not true. She's even cut off contact outside of school hours during exam week. But she did see me during the day, and she told me that once that the morning run was the only thing she looked forward to during the exams. So maybe it's not that much of a lie. Either way, to hear that being around has helped her to make a little. It makes me feel a little bit better. Emmy raises an eyebrow at the statement. Either she doesn't believe him, or she's surprised as I am. Well, then it appears to be a good thing you two have to become so close. I tell you, I take good care of my daughter, so, but it looks like you've already doing that. Emmy grins at this and seems to take pride in having managing integrated myself with her mother so easily. Actually, I'd say your daughter has been the one taking care of me. She's got me out and running. I've probably been more active since meeting her than I've ever been before. I'd actually never thought of it that much, nor had I appreciated the humor in it. I wasn't too active before the heart attack. Pickup games and soccer don't really count since they were that common. Now that I know for sure I have a weak heart, now I run every day pushing my luck with the help of medication. I chuckled quietly, then realized that I never finished my sentence. Well, before I had my heart attack and wound up at school here, it comes out so casually, there was time that I thought twice about talking about what was wrong with me at all. But now it seems silly to care, especially in the company of Emmy and her mother. If Emmy of her caliber and disability, then so can I. I think back in the truck meet where Emmy declared herself as the fastest thing on legs. The fact of her obvious loss has never seemed to bother her, at least not in public. Being struck in a wheelchair frustrated her, I know, but even that was something she dealt with on her own, despite my efforts to contrary. Emmy has a way of bringing out the most active side in people. I've never quite figured out how she does it. Those puppy dog eyes she gets, for starters. I'm just surprised that she managed to rope you into the exercise routine. If Rin weren't just stubborn as she is, I'm sure Emmy would have gotten her out running with you too. Oh, that reminds me, Rin says hello. I drift to the other edges of the conversation again as we move into the dining room to eat. It smells delicious here, and the spread of Emmy's mom has produced is impressive. Wow, you made enough to feed an army in here. This is too much. Well, you can always put some leftovers with you when you go. That sounds great. I can only handle cafeteria food for so long. Sometimes home-cooked food would be a welcome change of pace. What he said. Thanks, Mom. The food tastes as good as it smells, and there's a lull in the conversation while we all dug in. Emmy lets her play with a usual amount of gusto, and I will admit I set a pretty fast pace myself. So I hear that you and my daughter have gotten rather close. Wow. I heard you say it not really is so strong that I wasn't about to say it, but then reassert control. We are close, but there's no getting around it. I mean, Emmy's brought me here, hasn't she? Fortunately, both Emmy and her mother seem to take my reaction as sight that I'm caught off guard, rather than considering saying something cruel. I suppose we are. Blaming the morning runs myself. You make it sound like a bad thing, Hiso. Well, I, for one, found it a relief. Why is that? Emmy's always been a popular girl, but never made any close friend. This has been news to me. I've always been Emmy chatting with her classmates in the hallways, and certainly the whole track team she's loved her, but it's true that she chooses to isolate herself during lunch with Rin and me. Not exactly the sort of behavior one expects from popular girl, after all. Then again, I'm experiencing her willingness to close firsthand. So I can't say I'm not that surprised. I was beginning to have my doubts. Emmy rolls her eyes to the ceiling and grumbles something I can't quite make out. Huh? What? What's that you said? Nothing. Mr. Abbasi chokes on a drink with laughter. You've been hanging with the nurse too long, Emmy. I'm going to have to talk to him about corrupting my daughter. Somehow I don't think that would be very effective. I learned most of it from you anyway, not the nurse. Don't listen to her, so she's a born liar. I just realized she has a smirk. The smirk. Yeah, right. I don't know. Emmy, I think your mother has a point. What, you traitor? You're supposed to take my side on this. Yeah, but you did lie about your leg after me. Ow! A kick in the shins from an unmistakably plastic foot cuts me off, but not before Mr. Umazaki's eyebrows shoot upwards. What about your leg? Oh, it was a big deal, that's all. I was in a wheelchair for a bit. The last few words rumbled quite deciphered by Emmy's mother, I suspect. She has experience with this sort of thing, and worried frowns appears on her face. So that's why he kept dodging my calls. Oh, Emmy, I know you. I know how much you hate being in a wheelchair. No wonder you've been such in a mood lately. Yeah, she's been happier on her feet, so to speak. Well, of course, she spent time in a wheelchair just after the accident. She didn't get prosthetics immediately? No, she had to finish healing up before her start of the sort of therapy, so you've got to go through to adjust those things. Especially since she wanted to run on them. I have no idea. Well, yeah, it sucked. Oh, did you see Rin's mural at the festival? I'm just starting to change the topic, makes me realize speedily that she's been fidgeting around the whole time with her mother and I've been talking. I should have focused on her a little skittish when it came to talking about her accident, even around her mother. No, I didn't make it out to the festival, remember? Although I caught a glimpse of your at track, it seemed pretty weird to me. I think that more or less she was going for me. She talked a lot about being dreamlike, or trying to make it dreamlike. Rinzar is one of those things I don't think I'll ever understand. That's not surprising. I don't think Rin expect to be understood. She told me once that art allows people to understand stuff they wouldn't understand otherwise, but all the same, she doesn't think it actually works that way. I'm surprised that Emmy talked about the Rin extensively enough to actually have Rin's opinion such as it is. Although I expect that Rin could not, if she were so inclined, say the same thing about Emmy's. Unless, of course, Emmy is purposely keeping me in the dark about everything, which is likely but unpleasant to think about. I jerked down this unpleasant train for a while, losing track of the conversation. Hey, Emmy, I've been meaning to ask. Huh? Are you going to visit your father this year? The way she says it, you think Emmy was talking about the weather. From the Emmy reacts, it's clearly not the weather they're talking about. She feels a little jerk in her head backwards if she just slapped in the face. Can we talk about this later? Her voice sounds brittle, strained, and it looks like she's severely shaken by the question. It seems that Miss Ibarazaki misjudged just how close Emmy and I are. Sometimes some things, it seems, are not best conversed about with me around. Her father is one of those things. That took her legs is probably one another of those things that for a reaction to early conversation between her, mother, myself, and the incident. Indication. It doesn't take Emmy mother long to realize she screwed up. Of course we can, dear. I'm sorry to bring it up. I just want to ask if I can make plans. It's fine, don't worry about it. Emmy fidgets nervously as if embarrassed by her own reaction. I confess that her reaction is confusing. She just mentioned her father to me earlier, less than a few hours ago, even. Why does such question when she'll visit her father such a strong reaction, unless whatever serenity she claimed to have reached by means of our talk the previous evening has suddenly evaporated, or it didn't help as much as she thought or claimed. I'll be right back. Gotta visit the little girl's room. Emmy gets up suddenly and leaves the table, leaving me and Misa Zuzaki alone. I'm a little conflicted. Should I go after her, or should I stay here? It's obvious Emmy's going to depart was not based on call of nature. Something's bothering her, and I have to know what it is. The only way to find out is the source. The source is currently pretending that she's using the toilet. I excuse myself politely from the table and head that way. Only can just say Emmy not in the bathroom, but in the kitchen, just sitting next to the living room. Emmy lets the door open. As I approach her, I see her holding onto the table in an attempt to compose herself on an effort that fails as soon as I open my mouth. Doesn't look like nature's call was that urgent. Emmy jumps and glares at me. What are you doing in here? I didn't come in here to be with other people. I just want to help you. You look pretty rattled. I said it was nothing, didn't I? And besides, I thought we established that you can't help me. No, we established that you're stubborn. Look, who's talking? The guy who followed me. This is different. I want to help you whatever this is. Funny, because I just want you to leave me alone. But why? Why can't you trust me? We've been over this already, Phil. I got stuff to deal with on my own. I won't accept that. You need my help, and you just won't take it. Warren seems to be a little off. I need your help? Was this a good thing we met, isn't it? Because otherwise I'd just be a broken human being, wouldn't I? It's no good damn thing so I came along to save the day, isn't it? Because God knows I can't save myself, can I? I'm just a poor, emotionally damaged girl with no legs, right? Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't think that. Really, because if you thought differently, then I don't know you'd be here saying I need your help. I got pretty far in natural, normal human being without you. So why nothing we shared was important? I'm just a guy who hangs out with you? You're my boyfriend, so not my savior. Well, no, that's obvious, but you wouldn't even consider that I can help you, will you? You'll just bottle up and hope to run with, so we'll solve your problems. You'll just visit me and we'll fool around until you feel better. That's not a healthy human being. I mean, that's not what a relationship means. Well, it's what it means to me right now, Hiso. I wish... She seems to consider words just before a flicker of pain, a doubt in her face for a moment. I think she's about to cry. But the moment back, she composes herself again. Whatever that wish was, we'll have to go unspoken. Look, I can't do this right now. What? What, have a serious conversation, be open, be honest, give a damn about when everyone besides yourself and your problems? Jesus, they're going off, bro. What do you know about my problems? Nothing. You don't know what I've been through, so don't pretend like you do. I know you have nightmares and your father's gone. What happened to him? A little straightforward, don't you think? Emmy head jerks me backwards as if I just slapped her. The brittle quality has gone back into her voice. That's enough. This is stupid. This whole conversation was just a variation of maybe stonewalling. Why, you won't even answer the question? Fine, keep your secrets. That's a meme. They can lie in the grave as far as I'm concerned. Ooh. Ooh. Emmy's eyes widen and sharp as she speaks again, his voice low and dangerous. Get out of my house, Iso. What the fuck is that face? What the fuck is that face? She looks happy to kick me out. He said grave, and I think he's dead and visiting, if you know what I mean. Visiting his grave. Cough, cough. The sun changes in tone, snaps me out. The surface anger makes me realize with dawning horror what I've just said. I mean, I didn't mean. I said go, he saw. Tell my mother that she cooked one for me, but you forgot the prior engagement and get out of my house. She's trembling now, shaking with anger, sadness, and determination. She still voices the low control, almost a growl. I reach out and I put my arm on her shoulder to apologize for going far, but she jerks away from my touch. Get out. What can I do? Walk. I just realized. Look. Why is she behind her mother? Get a cool living or make apology because I'm leaving myself out. Yeah, that was a little glitch there. That was intense. Just saying. We had a fight. You know, couples always have their first fights. I think that was the first one, if I remember correctly. Ah, Jesus. Alright. Well, we're back at school. The morning alarm starts. I roll over, switching off my bears, beardly stare at the ceiling. What am I going to do? Do I get out of bed to go to the track and pretend that nothing happened? Will I even show up after the last evening events? I doubt it. Here's what that she did. What would I do then I get over this fight? Just that same routine next time something's bothering her? I know I spoke hastily last evening, especially trying to get her father as a leverage, but anything that I say really off the mark, she won't let me in ever, and she'll force to suffer alone. Nothing I can do, nothing I'm going to say to change that. She won't leave, and she's already decided to keep me at arm's length. Can I really bring myself to go down there and see her, knowing that I'm never going to pass where I am now? Yeah, just go back to sleep, bro. I would do the same. No, I decide I really can't. Not today. I'll roll up and go back to sleep. I would have done the same fucking thing. Just like, ditch her for a day. That she's like, oh, it's awkward. I'm gonna just, not see you for today. She probably won't be there anyway. A similar mental conversation repeats itself when it comes to lunch, and I go to eat at a cafeteria alone. I don't want to see her, and the thought makes me feel ill. Okay, that's a little much. Then I go for a run. I'm solo for the first time since Emmy got sick after the track meet. Skips and singing there just in case he asked about Emmy. I don't want to talk about her either. Next day I do the same thing. Alarm, I'll stay in bed, eat alone, run alone. Full time I usually be studying with Emmy. I start reading more. It works surprisingly well until I find myself dug into arrested because I see her walking down the hall in between classes. If you notice, she didn't show it, even though I don't suppose she ever shows anything. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Nearly after a girl from class, I see her cheerfully to her and her fellow trackmates, especially not to me. Our alarm off, stay in bed. Mateo and I have a lengthy conversation about the possibility street theory is plausible, and I don't buy it myself. Jeez. Damn, more than 4 dimensions I can buy with a bunch of vibrating strings at the subatomic level? That's asking a bit much. Looks like I'm not the only one to think this way. Apparently it's not really as strong theory as it once was. Mato says it's just nobody was found the right way for looking at data yet. Eat alone. The rooftop's deserted today. Damn. This is kind of depressing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, bruh. Whew. I really wonder where Emmy and Rin are, but shrug off the question. The important thing is that they aren't here, so I won't talk to them. Since I have nobody to talk to, I bring them with me to read. The weather is nice, it's getting a little hot. Hopefully it'll be cooler in the evening. Cool breeze backed up my theory. Run alone. The fact that cooler didn't track no sign of me, which is the strong thing I'm going for. I strike down how you start, and you should run trying to ignore the hard running part, lack my partner, finding my thought jam, damn, then leads to a girlish laugh and incredible grin, whatever that says, those wide and friendly eyes, her curly toned body. I increase the pace to clear my head, chew up the distance between me and the turns, find the speed that makes me only my legs and how much they burn. I glance at the watch and I final around, noticing that time has gone faster. My heart seems squirrely tonight, so I give myself a few extra cooldown laps, just to be safe. No reason to bring this nurse essentially, I'll be fine. I'd rather Emu thought to have on me. I have to hope that I stop thinking about her so much. He's gonna like collapse with his heart condition, and then he's gonna be like in the hospital bed or the nurse bed, and then Emmy's gonna come and cry to him or some shit. Is that because if that happens? I predicted it, and I said so. Haha, I win. I finished another break before going to bed, and I'll have to stop library tomorrow. This is like a montage of like his life without Emmy, which is kind of cool. I like this. This is interesting. I don't know why I keep the early alarm on anymore. It wakes me up the next morning just to say I should turn off and go back to sleep. Oh, it's Misha, bro. I haven't seen her in a hot fucking minute, bro. That afternoon, it's like everybody that had the cafeteria for it. Also, some lunch. I got a new book about a couple of con men in Asian Persia that I'm excited about reading. I'm certainly concerned about Misha and I guess just Misha. Wait, yeah, where's Shizune? I think her name is Shizune? Or if I got it wrong. I'll have to go eat alone again, Hichan? We've noticed, we? Shichan. Oh, Shichan, Shizune? Is her real name Shizune? I think so. And I noticed that you've been spending more time alone. She wanted to find out why. I told her and I asked you. I'm sorry she didn't ask me herself. She would have, but she wanted to head start on some paperwork. There's a lot of duties we're coming up at the end of the term, Why this not interested in well-being anyway? My teacher says his duty is to counsel keep track of the emotional health. Oh, fuck. I went, fuck. How do you go back? Text history. That works. Shichan says duties to counsel keep track of emotional health. Students allow constitution to not smile. This depression unchecked would be an unforgivable failure in the council. Well, that's easy then. I'm not depressed. Alright. We didn't let him know he's seen you and me together at all. That's something happened, didn't it, Hichan? Misha's voice slightly sterner tone. Though somehow she keeps this familiar Lilith at the... I don't know what familiar Lilith? I don't know what that word means. At the end of her sentences, I pursed my lips up, uncertain how to respond. Given to let Misha know, downplay the issue. Oh, our first choice in a long time. Oh my god, I missed this choices. Fuck. I don't know what to do. Because do I give in to Misha? Because I'm not a big fan of Misha, if I remember correctly. I don't know why, I just wasn't. I don't know. I don't remember her personality much. I think she was like a happy-go-lucky kind of person. If I downplay the issue, I'm just gonna be depressed and kill myself or something. Jeez, that's a little dark. I don't know, but then it could switch in. It could go from Emmy's route to she's. No, but once you're on Emmy's route, you're on Emmy's route. But then, I don't know, might Emmy get jealous I'm talking to other people or some shit? Or did I just downplay the issue and be depressed? Fuck, so many decisions, bro. I'm gonna just save this just in case I fuck up. Here, let's stop right there. Alright, let's start off with downplaying the issue. I'm not sure the idea of airing private matters to the student council. Nothing major. Hichan lying is a terrible thing to do. She's not buying it. Okay, give her something, but not too much. We have a disagreement and haven't resolved it yet. Oh, why not? Because, look, I don't want to talk about this, okay? It's not a big deal, okay? I'm fine. And I mean, is she fine too, Hichan? Hichan's voice taking a decidedly serious edge. This is ridiculous. I don't know, okay? I haven't asked. Things are complicated right now. What kind of man are you? Things are a little rough and you hide from everything? These sudden retort catches me completely off guard. Hichan would call it a cowardly act. Fuck. Okay, who cares? You two were close, happy together. You're just rolling over and die without fight. You should be willing to fight for your girlfriend. It seems that Misha is channeling Shizune at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if Hichan gave her a script to follow based on my answer. That's kind of funny. Misha points an imperious arm at the classroom door. Now get out of the classroom and patch things up. We still got an afternoon class to disclude Misha. Then after class, you better do Hichan's more that you don't leave things like that. Why? Misha regards me as regards an animal droppings. Did you care about her, Yuzo? That's important, isn't it? Huh, she's right. I do care about her. Don't I? Well, I'll see her after class. Great, I'll let Hichan know you're okay then. The Lilith returns, and I guess that means that Misha isn't angry at me anymore. She waves disappears down the hall and I eat my lunch. This is interesting. While afternoon classes are to close, I prefer myself for the task ahead. I have to see Emmy. Misha was at least correct about leaving the question to Emmy, and I hope an issue will work. At the very least, I need to apologize for what I said. Considering going to her to find her, she's probably still at the track. Step out of the main building and down the path to the track to make me feel like a doomed man. I have a twisting, horrible feeling whether this is all going horribly long and I'm not going to accomplish anything. Sort of maybe driving finally on the cuff or whatever Emmy and I had. There's just I'm running last hour on track after everyone else has gone to shower and dinner. I don't wave, I just make a presence. No, and I just sit down on the bleachers, watch her run laps. She takes a few trips around the track before she notices me. After which she skips to stop, eyes wide in surprise. Surprise is quickly mastered by anger, which is turned to fade behind the mask I already know is impenetrable. What are you doing here? Not quite the way I hoped for, but at the point I don't have much choice. I want to apologize for what I said the other day. The other day? She laughs a curt exclamation of disbelief. It's almost been a week, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Better late than never, right? She crosses her arm and stares at me coolly as sizing me up. Finally, she nods. But I suppose you're right. Water under the bridge, and I'll forgive you. Is that all? Her almost impatient question catches me off guard that she halfway down the track before I think to shout after her. No, wait! She stops and turns around and walks back to me, breathing a little heavy and a little annoyed with rushing. What? I need to make this right somehow. I have to know where I stand. Maybe push things up. Can you at least sit down? I think we're only talking here. Fine, sure. Look about us. I try to possibly think of a good way of phrasing what I'm about to say, but before I can launch into an imperative plea for a chance to cry, Emmy's already spoken. There's no more usy, so why not? We're just not right for each other. She delivers the outraged statement without even looking in her eyes. I don't believe you were great with one another. So the guy apologizing for throwing out of the house last week. It was a fight. I said I'm really incredibly stupid to apologize for it. And how many times have we discussed the problem that started the fight? How many times I told you that we're set boundary that wouldn't cross, and how many times we kept trying to cross it because your boundary was stupid. Ooh, you don't say that. You don't say that, bro. Irvil's eye forward on her chest and cocks her head to the side. Do you see this, Iso? This is why we're not right for each other. Her voice sounds as she reaches out for a stroke of my cheek. You're a good guy, but you're not going to work. With a horrible luring feeling that I realized she's practicing maybe ever since the day I left her house. Even the shriek show seems rehearsed like something out of a movie. She never intended to give me another chance. Oh, she left me to be fine with never seeing me again. So that's it then. Nothing else to say. Gee, it was fun while it lasted, but so long. She actually seems amused at me far more than I want to. She rather gives a morbid sound chuckle. Well, that's how I lived so far, so you know that by now. But it was fun. A sad smile, she shivers slightly, the smile vanishes. Well, it's over now. It's for the best. I want to yell and scream at her and make her see reason, but this is stupid. The whole act. She's afraid of me, afraid of what being close to someone means. I want to tell her that I love her and I can't just give up on her at the drop of the hat. Except there's no point. She made up her mind. We're done. Fine. I mean, not satisfied. I want to hit something good. She runs to a false chair and see you around, so. No, you won't. You won't even try. She shrugs to say, have it your way, turns back to me once more, and quickly starts around the cover of the track. I feel no, this is it then. The road present word for closure at least. Everyone else is trying to go with without sparring me a glass. She's running much faster than now, and I can't help but think of the first round together. I ran to catch her and try to prove I wasn't weak, but I knew I was, but it ended badly for me, didn't it? And now we're off running too fast for me again. I have no choice but to run after you again. But I won't. Not this time. You'll never let you catch you. Fuck me. Ouch. Was that the wrong choice? If I told Misha she's name, would then I'd talk to Emmy and then maybe fucking fix it for me? But I don't know. Who knows? God only knows. Actually, you guys know if you played the story, but who fucking knows? That was intense-ish, kinda. The house thing was more crazy, but still interesting. I didn't even notice walking away from the track, walking to my room, pulling out a book and back to read. Just before bed, I started to set my alarm and I have our final encounter. We don't speak again after that. What is this? You're telling me I had the bad ending? No fucking way. Oh, I was right. I'm so happy I saved it, bro. I'm so happy, bro. Oh my god. The bad ending. We got it, boys. We got the fucking bad ending. We're so good at life. Let's go. Bro, that's kind of sick. Oh, jeez. Bro, I did not expect to get the bad ending. I did not end. I thought we had time before we'd fuck it all up, but shit. Wow. Wow. That shit. I feel bad, but then again, it's like in a way, I want to say fuck her, but like, in a way, I guess you can say it's not her fault, but it is kind of her fault because she's not opening up at all. She's being like she'd be like, "No, fuck you. I don't want you in my life. Get the fuck out." And I'm like, "Okay, sure." And then I just do what she says. And the fact that she let go so easily after that was kind of a bitchy move. Not gonna lie. Like, I'd say better off for Hiso. I'm sorry I said that, bro. Okay, I'm gonna end this recording and call this the bad ending episode. Fuck. And then I'm gonna start from the other save file and see if it changes. And if it does, I will be fucking like, oh my god, that's the decision for the good / bad ending. And what would the difference make? What, I tell Misha and Shizune and they're gonna like help me tell her, or am I gonna be like more optimistic when I go and like, you know, say sorry and like, you know, suck her toes or something? Like what? Bro. I don't know. Anyway, this was fucking nostalgic as fuck. Bro, I haven't played this in like a year. This has been fun. Alright. You know what? I'll end it here. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't like the video, don't leave a dislike. It doesn't help anyone. And yeah, have a good day. Big yay.